goal setting a problem to you? Does it really bother you? Or does it cause trouble in your mind? If it is yes, just don't worry, because I have you covered and you're starting right now. Hey everyone, my name is 𝐂𝐤𝐤𝐬. Welcome to another video from the Influencers Incorporated. Improving your daily for success. This is through the business education, inspiration, motivation that you need every day. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how you can improve yourself, grow and maintain your business and other business related stuff, start now by subscribing, turn on the bell so that you're not left behind, and also consider leaving a comment below if you really enjoy this video. We are still continuing with the series of Unleash the Power of Goals. This is episode number 3. If you missed the previous episode, feel free, check for the link in the description below. Today I want to share with you the simplest and the best way you can set goals and achieve them. I believe you know the importance of a discipline, as now I'm going to ask you to start exercising that positive trait. If you haven't done so, get out a notebook or a diary. I want you to transform yourself from a spectator to a participant, because the kind of homework you're about to do is a little unusual in that it is lifetime. The subject is goals, and as soon you will learn that goals are a lifelong preoccupation, ever evolving and ever changing. The reason why you should put yourself into this is because by doing the work involved, you are taking the very first step towards developing the kind of life that you have always been dreaming about, but you never believed can happen for you. I promise you won't mind a bit that it took some extra work and discipline. So let's get on. Long-term goals. In your notebook, write a heading, long-term goals. The great task that you have is to answer the question, what do I want within the next 10 years? The key to doing this exercise effectively is to take as little time as possible, writing down as many items as possible. To help you get started, consider the following questions as guidelines. What do I want to do? What do I want to be? What do I want to see? What do I want to have? Where do I want to go? And what would I like to share? With those half-dozen queries in mind, answer the primary question. What do I want within the next 1 to 10 years? Allow your mind to free flow. Don't try to be detailed for now. This will come later. For example, if you want a black Mercedes-Benz S500 with a cream interior in it, just write S500 and move to the next item. After you have completed your list, review what you have written. Next, put the number of years you believe it will take for you to achieve or to acquire each item on your list. Next to those items you think you'll reach in 1 year, and so rate number 1. Next to those you believe you will reach approximately in 3 years, rate number 3. Next to those you think will take 5 years, rate number 5. And next to those you estimate will take 10 years to attain, rate number 10. After that, I now want you to check and see if your goals are balanced. For example, if you find that you have a lot of goals of 10 years but very few of 1 year goals, this could mean that you're putting off having to act now by postponing the target. The key here is to develop a balance between shorter term and longer term goals. A little later, I will discuss true short term goals. These are goals that take less than 1 year to accomplish. Are you a bit bothered by the idea of having too many goals? Are you the kind of person who is more comfortable focusing on one goal at a time? Actually, this is a very good reason for developing multiple layers of goals. Without many and varied types of goals, you could fall a prey of something that happened to some of our early Apollo astronauts. After returning from the moon, they experienced very deep emotional problems. The reason was, once from the moon, where else do you go? After years of training, visualizing and anticipating, the lunar flight, that moment, glorious as it was gone. As a result of experience, later astronauts were trained to have other major projects on the sun. Happiness is exclusive. It seems that the only way and the best way to enjoy life is to wrap on one goal and simultaneously begin on another one. It's very dangerous to linger too long on the table of success. The only way you can have another meal is to get good and hungry. Now that you have reviewed and balanced your list, choose 4 goals from each of the 4 time categories: 1 year, 3 years, 5 years and 10 years that you consider most important to you. You now have 16 goals. For each, write a short paragraph which includes the following. Number 1, a detailed description of what you want. For example, if it is a material object, describe how high, how long, how much, what model, what color, and so on. On the other hand, if it is a position or a business that you want to start, give a detailed description including the salary, title, budget under your control, and so on. Number 2, the reason why you want to achieve that item. Describe it. Here you will find if you really want to achieve the item or if it's a passing fancy. If you can't come up with a compelling and clear reason why you want it, you should categorize this item as a win, not as a true goal, and better replace it as soon as possible. The truth is, what you want is a powerful motivator only if there is a clear reason behind it. You may find that some goal that you once considered important is no longer having appeal simply because you are unable to find a good enough reason for wanting them. That's good. Doing this assignment is causing you to reflect, refine, and revise, and that's the whole point behind this, to help you plan your future. Once you have settled your goals, copy them into a separate sheet of paper or into a permanent journal. Carry them with you at all times. Review them once a week to see if they are still important to you or if you are taking active steps towards their realization. As you see, goal setting is not a one-time task with the results set in concrete. Instead, it's a continuous lifelong process. Short-term goals. I define short-term goals as those which take anywhere from 1 day to 1 year to achieve. And these goals, by necessity, are of much modest than the long-term goals. They are of equal importance. A ship captain may set his long-term course towards his final destination, yet along the way he may have short course points of arrival, which must be reached by the sea voyage to be successful. Now, just as the case in the sea voyage, the short-term goals must be related to your long-term achievements, but they have a distinct advantage of being reachable in the foreseeable future. I call these kind of goals confidence builders because their accomplishment gives you confidence to go on. So when you work hard, burn the midnight oil, and complete a specific short-term task, you can enjoy your win, be re-inspired to continue your journey. That's why I urge you to write down in your notebook your short-term projects as well. How you organize them is up to you. You may, for example, arrange them by day, by week, by month, by year, or you may position them as subcategories to your long-term achievements. Part of the fun of having a list is the ability to check things off. And when you check something off as accomplished, take time and celebrate your achievement. This celebration could be a moment of satisfaction, reflection when you finish a small task. Regardless, do take time and enjoy your victories. It is only going to inspire you to do more. But just as I urge you to partake the hardy wine of success, I have another less unpopular recommendation. Make losing painful. Make losing painful. You see, we grow up from two kinds of experiences, the joy of winning and the pain of losing. So if you set yourself on a certain course to finish a project, then you fold around instead. Find a way you pay for your laziness. Take responsibility for both your positive and negative behavior. In addition, surround yourself with people who won't put up with your unusual pardoning. Don't join easy crowds. Go where the expectation is high, where the pressure to perform is high. I want you to succeed. That's why I'm a little concerned. I know most of you who view these videos won't persist in setting and refining their goals. Why? This is because it is time-consuming, thought-demanding work, and yet it's ironic that people who work hard day in and day out at jobs don't like it necessarily. Such people, when asked to design their future, often reply, "I don't have time." They let their future slide. I know that most people don't make definite plans, but don't be part of that most. Don't go around with your fingers crossed and a worried look on your face hoping that things will be better. Whether you accept it or not, you are right now one of the players of the game of life. And believe me, if you don't have goals to shoot at, you aren't playing a very exciting game. No one will pay good money to watch you play a game where nobody's keeping scores. Writing down your goals shows that you're committed to growth and that you're serious. And to do better, you have got to get serious. You don't have to be grim, but you have to get serious. Everybody hopes to do better, but hope unaided with clear planning can actually hurt you. As the Bible says, hope long delayed makes the heart sick. I used to suffer from that illness known as worse than passive hope is happy passive hope. That's when you find a man, he's 60 years old and is broke, and at the same time smiling and hoping that things will get better. Now that's really too bad. So get serious. Put your goals on paper. We are still on the series of Unleash the Power of Goals. Just enjoy it and put everything you learn into practice, because this is one of the greatest strategies of achieving wealth and happiness in life. I was inspired by the late philosopher Jim Rohn. I believe this has been a great sharing with you. If you really enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, turn on the bell such that you are the very first person to be notified when new videos pop. Also, leave a comment below if you have any concern, and also to inspire others. Send me a DM on Instagram at the Influencers Inc. in case you have a special case in business that you want me to handle. Be sure that I'll get in touch with you. Let's meet again next time. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more related content.